The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
This is a very special presentation of EA Sports and the National Football League as we come to you from the stadium where the legendary coach and our namesake John Madden once paced the sidelines. This is the Coliseum in Oakland, and it will play host to the annual AFC-NFC Pro Bowl, part of the Pro Bowl games. The best and brightest the league has to offer on display. The NFL Pro Bowl is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The AFC heading out. A lot of stars to choose from over that conference, but their starter at quarterback, it's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 70 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Purdy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's his first catch in this, his first Pro Bowl.
And if I were him, I'd keep the football. I know it may seem like a little thing, But as you said, his first Pro Bowl, that's a big announcement to the rest of the league that he's arrived, that he's one of the better players. Keep the football, put it up on the mantle, and celebrate his first Pro Bowl catch. Hopefully there'll be more to come.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Tackle by Nick Bosa of the 49ers. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there was no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to push his way through. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown NFC.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
50 yards rushing for him in this first quarter, and I think it's safe to say he's enjoying running behind this Pro Bowl offensive line.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Max Crosby, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, Hill. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
In motion right goes Allen. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown AFC. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The offense for the NFC back out there.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. gains yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. In motion right comes Allen.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. In motion, Hill. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Fights free at the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
52 yards rushing for him now in this first half of the Pro Bowl. Here's Mostert.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here.
Appreciate the like and the share, Ryan.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the
streaming on
and
YouTube.
it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Swift will score. It's an NFC touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The AFC's offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who set next drive.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
Hi, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Slot man moves right.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Javon Hargrave collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
178 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. On the handoff, this is Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The AFC's offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Purdy.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
3rd down and 1. They'll run right here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
It was Raheem Mostert, the veteran, who did some damage in that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Flush to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen, the man in motion right.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert. And this time he is in. Touchdown, AFC.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Hello.
Yards, that's what the punt goes for.
Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
The AFC will take over 1st and 10.
The AFC's offense and Raheem Mostert making their way out. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Here's Mostert, and he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Roquan Smith in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ahmad Gardner bringing the sauce on that breakup.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return. The AFC offense making their way back out.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
He's got the connection to Cooper.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Henry will score. Touchdown AFC.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Swift going to try up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Once again, it's Swift. Down to about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Well, they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. In motion, Hill. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Second and 7. From the gun, here's Swift.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Purdy now to throw.
Buying time. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Brock Purdy punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC able to cut into that lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The AFC set to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
In motion, Hill.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. In motion, Hill.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua.
And the AFC adds on to their lead.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC back out there.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This will be caught by Brown. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards there, first down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Hill, complete. There he goes again, and he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And fighting down inside the 25. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Purdy looking to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line.
The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish. The offense for the AFC set to go now. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing to start the drive.
Purdy. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the NFC. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5. In motion, Hill. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing to start the drive.
Purdy gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Purdy.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7